everyone, welcome back to my channel. In our today's video, we are going to see about a very sad and tragic incident that took place in Kozhikode, Kerala. Before going with the topic, let me give a small intro about Captain Deepak Vasant Sathe. Captain Deepak Vasant Sathe, a former Indian Air Force test pilot, had won the President's Gold Medal, topping his scores both at the National Defence Academy (NDA) and also at the Air Force Academy (NFA), where he won the coveted Sword of Honor as the best flight cadet of the 127th Pilots Course, or 127 PC as it was called. And the first officer was Akhilesh Kumar, who was from Mathura. And now let's see about the points explained by the ex-Air Marshal who probed Mangalore accident. Air Marshal Bhushan Gokhale, who investigated the Mangalore plane crash in which around 158 passengers were killed in 2010, the listed possible causes behind the Kozhikode plane tragedy and stated the inquiry panel will go into detailed issue related to the mishap. In 2010 Mangalore incident, 158 people had died. The casualties are low in this Kozhikode tragedy. The reason why 158 people died in the Mangalore incident, as the plane caught fire. The plane went deep down and people died due to asphyxiation and only 8 survived. In the Kozhikode incident, the plane went down for around 30 to 40 feet, he told A&I. He also explained about the problems during landing if the rainwater is accumulated on the runway. It was raining heavily in Kerala. The accumulation of rainwater on the runway surface in the rainy season is the riskiest thing. There should be a proper drainage on the runway and a maximum of around 3 mm water film is allowed. During braking, the wheel of the aircraft gets locked while landing and later released. At that time, if there is a film, then the plane will skid off. In this case, the plane can go in right or left direction or it cannot stop, Bhushan said. Rubbers in the plane tires melt while landing and that's why smoke comes out. In this case, if there is water on the runway, there will be problem while landing, he said. Earlier, Directorate General of Civil Aviation officials told ANI that the visibility was 2000 meters at Kozhikode due to heavy rain, and after landing at runway 10, the plane continued running to the end of the runway and fell down in the valley and broke into pieces. Bhushan said that there is no problem in the operation of tabletop runways, but extra skill and caution are required while carrying out flight operations. There are many tabletop runways in India and across the world. There is no reason to be afraid of it. The airport in Kozhikode has longer runway than Mangalore, but there is a rule by DGCA in landing at tabletop runways. Different tests of pilots were taken before they get clearance to land at tabletop runways. Every runway has its speciality. Different precautions are taken for these airports, he said. The retired Air Marshal said that the inquiry panel will also look into why pilots have to take the decision to land compulsory in Kozhikode if the visibility was a problem. As media report says, 2000 meters was the visibility. If that's true, it was a good visibility because in our field we consider 500 meters also good visibility. The inquiry should find out what was the visibility at that time. Another is the wind factor. The wind is erratic in tabletop runways. The pilots ensures safe landing, and while considering all this, maybe the situation was not well. That's why they took around round of the airport and then landed. There is a standard operating procedure set up by DGCA for clearing water from the runway. The inquiry panel will check this an aspect during the investigation, he said. Pilot can land somewhere else, but it is important how much fuel was left in the aircraft. Another thing is what was the weather in other airfields, as if there would not be any different in case of rain around those airfields. It will come out after inquiry about why they have to take the decision to land compulsorily in Kozhikode. Bhushan said that the digital flight data recorder DFDR and cockpit voice recorder CVR that have been recovered from the Air India Express aircraft will reveal reasons behind the tragedy. It is good that DFDR has been found. CVR has been found, which will help to find out what pilots were talking, like if there was an engine problem, fuel availability, control issue and braking issue. These things will be recorded in DFDR. This crew equipment were badly damaged in the Mangalore incident, he said. As the DGCA has ordered an inquiry into the mishap, Bhushan said that the exact reasons will know if the inquiry panel formed should be a composite team. I was a chairman and there was experienced pilot with me. 2 engineers were there and ATC officials who are experts of the runway, weather reports and doctors. There should be a composite team. Medical reasons should also come out in these cases, he said. After the inquiry in the 2010 Mangalore incident, we gave 40 to 50 suggestions and those were implemented also. We'll get to know about inquiry in this incident also. The pilot in the Mangalore incident had fallen asleep, he said. On Friday, Air India Express aircraft carrying 190 people, including 4 passengers and 6 crew members on board, crash landed at the Kozhikode airport. At least 20 people lost their lives in the incident. Both the pilot and co-pilot are among the dead. So guys, that's all in today's video. We pray a speedy recovery for all the people who have been injured in this flight crash. And that's all for today. Meet you all in the next video. If you like the video, like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.